Hi, chat. Hi. Congrats on the first, Kira. I can't believe that you were first. It's not like I told you directly that I was going to start streaming, and also it's Lantern Rite, which you have a legal obligation to come to every Lantern Rite stream or any stream that takes place in Lea. Anyways, hi. Hello. Welcome in. Hi, I'm live. I didn't think I was gonna go live today, because even though I said I was definitely gonna finish Genshin today, as you can tell by my yawning, I am tired as fuck. But I said no, I'm gonna do it. So hi, welcome in. We're gonna be doing the last portion of the Lantern Rite quest, and then maybe exploring some Shenyu Vale a little bit. Probably not exploring Shenyu Vale. Probably just doing the quest and maybe some stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. I wanted to stream Elden Ring later after streaming this. So this might just be a short stream, and then I'll stop stream, do some things because I want to make sure I'm prepared for school and clean up a bit, or nap, and then play Elden Ring in like a couple of hours. So we'll see. But anyways, hi. I hope you guys are all having a good day. I've been having a good day besides being horribly tired. Haven't really done much, to be honest with you. I've just kind of been chilling, watching videos. I played some Star Rail. And that's about it. Nothing really of note has occurred. Oh, sweat. Oh. But I guess I can give a little bit of a rundown of what occurred. I am currently standing with Xiao. So, Kira, since you weren't here during the last portion of the quest, and by we I mean primarily Xian Yun, came up with a little plan to get Gaming and his father together so that they could talk through their issues, right? So we hired Gaming for a job transporting his father and some tea over to Liyue Harbor to meet with a special guy. And along the way, we got them to sit down and rest. Gaming chased off two bandits, and by bandits I mean it was Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper being bandits, very, very bad bandits. And then we accidentally ran into Zhongli after we got them all to run away. We accidentally ran into Zhongli, who was flying a kite, and it was the cutest shit I've ever seen. And he spoke with Iptak a bit, who is Gaming's father, and just kind of, talk him through some stuff, and was like, you should appreciate your son more. Your son seems cool. And whilst they were having the conversation, Xian Yun and Shenhe came over to sit down beside them and sort of give them an example of what sorry, Zhongli left at this point, if I'm correct. I think Zhongli left, and then Gaming returned. Then Xian Yun and Shenhe appeared, and we're like, let's give them an example of what familial love is, and have like a nice, mother-daughter conversation. However, Shenhe's fucking weird, so that was hilarious because Shenhe was just like, yes, I told. What did Xian Yun ask? How has work been going? And Shenhe was like, drunk customers are sometimes an issue, but I did exactly what you told me to do by pitting their heads against the table. And Iptak and Gaming are like, oh, what the fuck? It was really funny. But they did eventually talk through some things. It didn't go perfect, but it went somewhat well. And afterwards, they went to Liyue Harbor, met with Charlotte, and then the cutscene happened, and Iptak got to see Gaming be a little schmoovin', and so now they're on good terms, which is nice. Afterwards, I ran around a bit to see, you know, where everyone was. Everyone was kind of stationed around Liyue Harbor, and Xiao wanted to meet me out here, and he released his own Xiao lantern.
Traveler.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, that's basically what happened. And then Gumming said that, you know, despite how awkward the entire little scheme that we had going was, he wanted to sorry, I'm checking sorry, I was checking the ping. He wanted to thank the people who helped him. And so I think that's what we're doing today, probably. Here, Xiao. I'll do this for you. Where is it? I released the lantern with you. I love you. Oh, and remember how Xian Yin bought like a shit ton of tea? She finally pawned the rest of it off to the Millilith. She won the kite flying contest, by the way. She won the kite flying contest and then was like, hey, can you like give this tea to the Millilith? And Kaching was like, okay, sure, whatever. And Sanyan was like, oh, thank God. Finally. Oh, and Chi-Chi took the kite. Chi-Chi said, can I take this kite to bed with me? It was so cute. Yeah, I'll make condensed. I should have done this yesterday, but I totally forgot. Yeah, right? Of course Yen Yin won the kite flying contest. There they are.
One may have won the kite flying competition, Yu Heng, but this prize should truly be reserved for another.
You need not be so humble, honored Adeptus. Among all the kites, yours was quite literally a cut above the rest. Please accept this prize. You deserve it.
She also did save it a bit by summoning the wind.
Besides, I'm quite certain we owe a fair share of the success of this year's lantern rite to you.
If you insist, then one can hardly continue to refuse. However, there is another matter with which one would ask your assistance.
Of course.
One would be much obliged if you could distribute this case of Sunglow tea among the Millilith on duty. The security of the festivities rests entirely on their shoulders, after all.
Cloud Retainer is so thoughtful and attentive to others' needs. I would expect nothing less of an esteemed Adeptus such as herself. Understood. I'll get on that right away.
A fortuitous result indeed.
I love hearing both their inner monologues.
Has hitherto resolved itself.
Because you got Kuching being like, wow, she's so thoughtful and so nice. What a kind and gracious Adeptus she is. And meanwhile, Cloud Retainer's like, thank the fucking Lord. Oh. I'm still completely baffled by him being just Sun Wukong. Like how did it take us this long to know, to realize?
Come see the kite.
Oh, I can buy kites. I can buy kites. I want this one. I especially want that one. Oh, it's not the kites themselves, it's the blueprints. I somehow didn't buy this one. It's the blueprints. I have to craft them myself, bitch. I will be definitely doing that though, because I want them. Hi, Charlotte. I finished that event. It's the only thing that I have to do now, event-wise. Oh, thank you. Still need to get those 5 fates, but I fell behind because I wasn't logging in. Oopsie. The only thing I have to do... Ooh. Special furnishing gift. What is it? What could it be? But I think out of the actual, like, gameplay stuff, it's just this one, yeah. Gumming is so pretty. Why does he have such a pretty freaking face? Like, look at how pretty his face is. We are, before I skip ahead in time, I have one more thing I want to do, and that's, yeah, expedition reward and crystal fly trap. Regardless, that was a very, very good quest line. Like, I love the entirety of the quest line. I talk about it all the time, right? Because there's a constant theme of family in Genshin. I mean, you're looking for your family. That's like the main plot point that's driving everything, is you are looking for your only family, right? And along the way, you find a bunch of family, and found family is the best trope in anything ever. And what I really appreciate is specifically how much Xian Yun had, how much screen time she had, but also some of the more subtle pieces of what was happening. Like Shenhe was hit very hard by Gaming's story because Shenhe didn't have a family who loved her at all in any capacity. There was no fighting with her parents because her parents abandoned her. Her parents sacrificed her because she was seen as like bad luck. And so I just think that you know, like both don't get me wrong, both characters have completely valid situations that they're in. I mean, yeah. Both characters have completely valid situations that they're in. You know, you're gonna fight with your parents, and sometimes it's going to get severe, and that's valid. That's a thing that occurs. And granted, Shenhe's situation is much more severe, but also they're both valid, right? And seeing both of the situations from both of the characters' perspectives and understanding, like, Shenhe's like, I cannot understand where you're coming from because I never had that. I don't know. I wish I was better with words so I could explain how good I like that plot point, but I really like that plot point. It was also, in my opinion, a good extension off of, you know, it was 2 Lantern Rites ago now, but that Lantern Rite story. Well, only a slight amount of expansion. It wasn't the main focus or anything like that. And seeing Xian Yun so happy to bring family together.
Didn't Xiangli say Hu Tao was also planning on spending some time in Xiaoying Village?
Yes.
We didn't have anything else to do today, right?
Nope.
Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her.
Also, sorry, I noticed something the other day. I'm growing out my hair currently. Because I hopefully want to shave it next year and in the process donate it next year. In between that time, I could cosplay Xinyan with my actual hair. That'd be so cute! I could get my poofs back! I haven't had poofs in years! I used to have a big old poof. So if my hair grows out enough, I might totally do that. I just am wondering, do I want a pre-bought cosplay or do I want to try to make one? I can probably get my sibling to help me make one. I would have to, like, draw up plans and shit, but it's possible. Oh, also, Kira, you missed it. You weren't here when I spoke to this NPC. Really, in that case, do you think it's possible to fish up jadeware? Why would you even think that? I love fishing, especially when it's with Chungju. But father says that someone must take over family's jade business, so it'd be perfect if I could fish up some jadeware. Don't you think so too? Or maybe I'll ask little Mao to learn how to make jadeware while I go fishing with Chungju? That would be great too. I didn't do anything. They're the ones who wrote it into the video game. While I'm here, it's earlier in the village. Before I do that, hi, Sir Pounce a lot. Oh. Thanks. Woo. Thanks, cat. Again, though, I really wish I was better with words, because the emotions that were invoked in the quest line were good emotions. I just am bad at saying what the emotions were. Oh, hello.
Oh, this rocks!
Big sis Fujin, huh? Oh, little Mao. Hi, little Mao. They're both Adepti. I'm sure everything will be fine. Wait, Bluey gave you fruits? I got an encounter point reward because I did a puzzle. Alright, let's actually officially continue now.
The mountain air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and never get tired.
Cream?
Cream!
Gummies?
Mule fruit!
Beale fruit?
Huh? Did you hear that?
Sunshine. Blue skies. Good vibes. Something about Beale fruit and good vibes?
So Paimon wasn't just hearing things. That voice sounds really familiar. Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Alright, let's go see what's up. You and Paimon make your way up the mountain in search of the source of the shouting. As far as you can make out, it's almonds this and cocoa paste that. Sounds delicious, that's for sure. The lively voice invigorates your steps, and you ascend the mountain in no time. Hello? I wasn't expecting y'all. I mean, I was expecting Fontanians, but... Hi, wife. Hi, other wife.
Ah, well, if it isn't my dear partners. See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
It's just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite, Navia.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite, Clarand.
Happy Lantern Rite to you too! Wait, if you're here for Lantern Rite, then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain? And that voice we heard, that was you, right, Navia?
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
That or your voice is just really loud.
Well, of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
Sure is.
I can
Having
auto
a
dash, I
loud voice
forgot.
is a handy tool when it comes to communication. Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point.
I need to finish my
Paimon
Navia
just wants to
picture.
know why
I have
you
a
two were
commission.
shouting from the top of this deserted
Navia that I really
mountain.
gotta finish.
There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Perhaps, but the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed. That's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
I see. So it's not what you were shouting about that matters, but the act of shouting itself.
Exactly. You get me, partner. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now. So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
Speak for yourself.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really. If I ever get stressed, I just go hunting.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to relieve stress.
Kill! Kill! Relieve stress through kill!
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Huh?
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try? Shout anything you want. It's a real stress reliever.
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
And I prefer to keep things bottled up.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose. No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
Oop.
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here? In
Girls
Shadow
trip!
Village?
Girls trip!
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard.
When are you coming out
Actually,
of the
reason
closet?
we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out. And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
So, you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably
Oh my
would have never thought.
Gosh!
No, she
I'm gonna send you
definitely
something
would have never
adorable
thought
right
she would
now,
run into
Kira.
anyone she knew all the way out here.
Was she alone?
I think so. We ran into Nervalet on the way here as well, but he was already on his way back, so they probably weren't together.
Neverlet? Why is everyone from Fontaine here?
Nicolette was here too?
That's what I'm saying!
What was he doing here? It couldn't have been for vacation.
Again, I knew Farina was gonna be here, and
Just might have been,
Charlotte.
actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back. He's a very busy
Come
man.
back! Neverlet, no, come back!
Neverlet is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article.
He would be.
You know, just like you were.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
You Fontanians and your tea drinking.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something.
Seems like a fitting gift. He does like tea. Ah, ad break, ad break, ad break, ad break. You hadn't seen this Taffy PNG in motion yet? Isn't it cute? Isn't she perfect? Hi, it's me Tappy. Wait, hold on. Hi, it's Tappy. Hello. Hello. Ignore her leg warmers. Ignore the fact that the amount of spikes increases. Shoving bulgogi spring roll in my face. Stop bragging! I want bulgogi! Did I have some yesterday and I want more! Stop hitting your desk, you're gonna hurt your desk. Michael. Anyways, I was on the Twitter, hence why I was sending something to Kira that was really adorable. Because I was on the Twitter because I was checking to see if it was just Chiodi coming out next update, and it looks like it's just her. Which, she freaking dual wields. God, she's so pretty. Sure, did I not do the event that she was in? Yup. It was the first event that I have not completely finished. Well, the first large event I haven't completely finished. There was like one or two others I didn't completely finish. Regardless, story event, I guess you could say. But I did get the crown, and that's all I needed. Regardless, I wonder when Clorand is gonna come out, because if she's not coming out next update, and what's next update? Next update is 4.5, right? Because I think we're on 4.4 right now. And so next update's 4.5. The update after that is probably going to be 4.6, isn't it? So she would probably have to come out during that one, I would assume. But that might be the summer event. We're getting so close to Natlin, it's not even funny. Anyways, seems like a fitting gift. Risley does love himself some tea.
It was just a spur-of-the-moment sort of bet. Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing, but he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Nervalette even mentioned it earlier.
Sunglo tea? Buy 10 boxes, get half off?
Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please, do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
Oh, that's right. Who tell? A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Xiaoying Village, so we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Instead, we found everyone from Fontaine.
We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you.
No harm done, partner.
That's good.
We should probably head out and look for Hu Tao.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Xiaoying Village later.
Reasonable to me.
Sounds good. We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later.
Bye.
What do I have to do to get you to yell from the top of this mountain? Name your price.
You really want to hear it that bad, huh?
I'm just curious is all. I've a feeling you'll say something amazing.
I will pass. I prefer to let actions speak louder than words.
Wives. Hey, I see you. I check rooftops.
Time to celebrate. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I love to check rooftops for funny little treasure chests. We have to go this way. This is still confusing. I think there's a quest where I can talk to her, something about that. Ah! 2 former Archons! Shut up! Shut up! 2 shh. Shh. Shh.
Chilian Village is known for its tea, but you know what else they have with tea? That's right, dim sum! Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Afternoon tea might be more appropriate at this point.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks. Now, let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here. Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Farina standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao?
2 former Archons! 2 former Archons! And also the 2 best ones. Sorry, Nahida. I don't get me wrong. I freaking love Nahida, but Nahida's nowhere close. Zhongli being daddy and Farina being one of the best characters in the entire game, period, full stop. Anyways, based on my hat, I'd say so.
Wonder what they're talking about. Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina
Well, that little
about
bit of
Chilian
dialogue,
Village.
by the way, given that dim sum
Oh,
really
or
is just
maybe Hu
brunch.
Tao is trying to rope Farina
Is it
into being
brunch,
one
or
of
is
her
it
clients.
me eat it all day around because dim sum's good? Freaking love dim sum. Oh, just give me like a several plates of different foods, and I'm happy. And I'm happy. Anyways, want to make a bet?
Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Meropide. But Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Let's say loser buys the winner 3 huge bowls of seafood kanji.
I want some
Since
seafood kanji.
Zhongli
Stop
is
saying
dead,
that.
Paimon bets things are pretty tame. It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
Then I vote for Hustler Hu Tao.
All right, no time to waste. Let's go see who's right. Good afternoon, Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Farina.
Can you please not yell at them?
Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
Hu Tao, you're lucky I like you now. Otherwise, I would be
That
upset
we
whenever
were
I
able
see
to
you in a
meet you
cutscene.
both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
Hi. Hi, Young Lee.
Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
I have keenly felt the passage of time since our last meeting. So many chums all in one place.
I'm pretty sure you didn't learn that one from me. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler. But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over to that, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected. Since we have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite, French woman. Thank you.
It appears you have been to Fontaine then.
More than that. More than that.
Given your proclivity to spread
Um.
good deeds wherever you go, It's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
I did
That's
put her on
quite
trial a little
high
bit.
praise. What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli.
I love her beaded eyelashes.
Built up a
Oof.
certain following within
Sorry.
Fontaine. It is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration. There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than
Yes.
meets the eye. I could
She
tell
doesn't
as
know.
much from our conversation
She doesn't know
earlier.
that he was Rex
Given his
Lapis.
breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine.
He don't give a
Is he
shit.
just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
No, I just think he don't care, dog.
No. Yeah. You're no common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way.
Why is everyone now saying "Aya" and why is it my favorite phrase in the world? It's just my favorite. It's my favorite phrase. The way she said it too. Mwah. Molto bene. We've got "Ayas." We've got "Aya." We've got different connotations of it too. The people are saying it. Ugh. We've got "Hiya." Wait, that one's not a Genshin character. That one's Uncle Roger.
Huh? Does that mean Hu Tao also knows?
You may not have heard, friends, but
Miss Hu Tao.
Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
Yup.
Was that a vine boom in my Genshin Impact? Did you hear that, Paimon? She's Hu Tao's esteemed client.
Okay, you win.
Buy me that goddamn kanji now.
Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
Huh?
You have more in your shoe?
What's this about winning something?
Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us.
It's Paimon's idea. I love the point.
Oh, we just saw you guys standing on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about.
Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina.
Well, you know me, and I also know you.
That I do, my friend. What was Paimon's guess then?
Paimon thought Zhang Li was showing the newbie around.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
She's so pale.
If
Damn.
that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
God damn it.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
You see? Paimon was right too! Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser.
Fine, keep your secret stash then.
Hey, don't be upset, traveler. How about this? You buy Paimonable and Paimon will also buy youable.
Fine.
As for the third bowl...
It's also mine. I have more of a
Since I
tummy
was the
than yours.
subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to
No!
me. You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck.
My seafood kanji. Sorry, I'm okay.
I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all.
Like the dim sum after all?
I almost forgot to ask about the most
Sorry.
important question. Did something happen recently, Farina?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and all.
Oh, well, yes.
Really? Oh no. Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's deepest...
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Huh? But you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all. Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral? Miss Hutao is simply helping prepare some props for my film. Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now. Anyway, that's not the point. Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air.
You might even call it a breath of fresh to air, or
Hey, that's pretty good. I'll have to remember that for my ad posters.
Thank you, Farina.
Oh, Paimon sees. That makes a lot of sense. So, did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of Longsheng Funeral Parlor?
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran into Miss Hutao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Oh? Who was it?
It's someone you know. Wanna take a guess?
Let me think. It was my little lizard otter man, who's also a lizard and an otter at the same time. And I don't mean like a gay term. I don't mean the gay term otter. I mean like he's an otter, like the animal.
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
Very impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
I know, I'm slay. Oh yeah, I saw Navia and Florin, and they told me, and you know.
Huh. I never thought Neuvillette would be the type to get lost.
He doesn't
I'm
leave
sure
the house.
He didn't get lost. Even I was able to find my way to this
He
place
doesn't
without
touch
any
grass.
trouble. He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine.
Yup, that's exactly what he asked. This area is full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest route.
For him though, swimming would probably be the fastest route of them all, because he's an otter and he's also a little dragon, and he's a little hydro dragon, and he goes swimming to swimming like a little fishy.
So, were you the one
I'm
that
down
pointed
bad,
him in the
man.
right direction?
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know? So
Mhm.
naturally, I also have a great sense of direction. But speaking of your friend,
Yeah?
What about him?
Yeah?
he doesn't get out much, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Ah, no wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me.
All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty sure he is the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
I want to see
I'm sure
Zhongli
he
and
does.
Neuvillette have
You
a
didn't
little
see
chat.
Him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting. It wasn't anything like what
I
someone
want
would wear
them
on vacation.
To be my little
Is
dragon
that
boys.
so?
Wait, you didn't see him, Zhongli?
My little dragon boys.
Unfortunately, no. At the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Farina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea.
You're
for them.
so polite and you're
What a
so
shame.
handsome, and I love
That
you, and you're my
gentleman seemed
husband.
like
I'm
a
sorry.
sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it off.
I'm so sorry. The entirety of these past two streams have been me just saying I'm going to cry, I'm going to throw up, I'm going to explode, and that I love these characters. That is it. I have been providing no meaningful commentary this entire goddamn time. I keep talking over them just to comment on the fact that I would kiss Zhongli on his mouth. Anyways.
Is that so?
Look at that little smile. Judging by how Zhongli is acting, and taking into consideration Nivelette's true identity, could Zhongli have been avoiding him on purpose?
Hmm?
Don't look at me. Ah, I see. It is what it is. Truly a pity.
To borrow Miss Farina's turn of phrase.
I think that they could get
perhaps
along.
It just wasn't meant to be.
I do think that they could get along.
Well, with the Traveler around,
You know.
I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
I
That's right. He's got more friends than he knows what to do with.
I do think that they could get along. Besides, you know, the being a former Archon and one being a dragon sovereign, you know, the Archons are the ones who took the power away from the dragon sovereigns. So maybe, you know, that might complicate things a bit, but I think they could be friends otherwise. I think they've got similar enough personalities. They could talk over some tea. Zhongli would appreciate Nivelette's water tasting, I think. He wouldn't get it, but he would appreciate it. And I have a certain charm about me, it's called being a main character.
Well, that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Nervalette into loosening up a bit. Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't keep himself cooped up all the time. Even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right? If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself since he handles that sort of thing now, but you know what I mean.
It does make sense.
Seems like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
Yeah, he's the fair and impartial Eudex of Fontaine, head of the highest court in the land, otherwise known as the demon who controls all the paperwork in Fontaine.
I've never heard of a demon that boring before. In my experience, a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes knowing when and what to prioritize. It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
Yeah, non-Asian demons are boring.
If I remember correctly.
Have you guys seen
he's
yokai?
already several thousands of years old. You're quite right, Miss Hutao.
Yokai based.
Traveler, Miss Farina. Those two individuals over there appear to recognize you.
Oh, it's Navia and Cloran.
What are they called in China? I know the name, I just can't remember it. Kira!
We saw you all chatting over here, and we're wondering if we could join in.
Kira! What's the, Chinese name for demons? Equivalent to, Japanese yokai. What is it? I know there's one. I know that there is one. I can't remember it, but I know that there's one and it's bothering me. Kira! There you go. I've made my call. Whether or not they heard it is going to be, hell of time.
Please, excuse the interruption.
Oh, so polite. No apologies necessary. Any friend of the Traveler and Miss Farina is a friend of mine. Ah, straight to the point. I like it.
Everyone circles around you and begins to introduce themselves. Hutao's eyes light up when she hears about Clarence's profession, but a quick explanation from Farina and Navia seems to dispel some of her more misguided ideas.
It's getting late.
It sure
If we
is.
want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Indeed. Then, Miss Farina,
Oh, yes?
when are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort you?
Oh, I don't think that will be necessary. I mean, you're not my subordinate anymore. You don't need to look after me.
I didn't mean it that way. It's normal for friends to travel home together if they run into each other on the road.
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area. I imagine they'll be even harder to navigate after dark.
Oh, so sweet.
Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories.
Hu Tao, stop scaring her. She'll pee.
8 paths converge in a wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But if you take a closer look, there may be something you mistook. A candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where mystery screams. Ooh.
Thanks for letting her finish that.
Ladies, no, I mean friends, please take me with you.
Of course.
Farina?
Gotta say, Farina, you are really quite the character. By the way, did I hear you mention that Clorand used to work under you? Then you must have also been a leader at some point.
Well, that's, all in the past now. Besides, being a leader is hard. It wasn't the right job for me. I prefer how things are now. I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
I see. Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Xiaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
Well, have you all had a good time?
Only the best. And
I see that
learned
chest
a
back there
lot,
under that
too.
bridge. I see it.
Thank you so much, Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli.
It's fine. You've thanked us more than enough already. The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Dim sum. Is that some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts?
They are a part of it. It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage.
Oh, so it's basically a tea party. Sounds great.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower crisp. They're so sweet and delicious, Paimon knows you'll love them.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
You're not bringing home any souvenirs?
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me. A kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps. Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast. Clorand is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
Of course not.
So all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sijuin.
Clorand isn't much of a shopaholic.
It's Yao Guai. I'm going to leave. Yao Guai is the term for demon in Chinese. That's equivalent to Japanese yokai. Yao Guai, yokai, very similar sounding already. I can't believe I forgot that. Also, an ad starts in a minute. I can't believe I forgot that. Anyways, thank you, Kira. I had to message them on Discord because it was bothering me. I can't believe I couldn't remember that. I cannot believe I was like, what? Because I was like, Asian demons are much more, interesting. Have you even heard of yokai? And I was like, we're in China. I should reference the one that's Chinese. But which one would that be? I can't remember its name. It's Yaogua. I'm a fake. I'm a fraud.
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
Hey, I'm hardly reckless with my Mora. I'll have you know, all the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
Thank you for not calling him yokai. I was like, because I was like, what is the Chinese one? Because the reference was just in general that Western demons are boring. That's what I was trying to say. But I couldn't think of more than one name, and it was freaking me out. Anyways, what about you, Farina?
Me? Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course.
I get bothered by the
just had to
goofiest
try
things.
all the varieties recommended in the Steambird. Other than that, just some bits and bobs, you know. A little bit of this, little bit of that. They should all be things I can use, I think.
So you fell for a few marketing traps then?
Now Paimon's even more confused. If you bought that much stuff, where did it all go? Into one of Linny's magic packets?
Oh, actually.
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh, so that's what happened. Wait, what? Why did he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
It's because he's a dragon.
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon.
It's because he's a dragon.
Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for us.
He's so
I felt a bit bad at first.
so nice.
I really did have a lot of stuff.
He even offered to deliver my gifts to the Fortress of Meripede for me once he's done with the day's work.
Oh yes, go
Neuvillette
see.
is a man
Go
of his
see
word.
your husband
If he says he can do
and
something,
your daughter.
then he means it.
See, even Clorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman. Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought. If only the funeral parlor had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him. Right, Zhongli?
Indeed.
You just destroyed that man. You just destroyed that man in ways you don't even know.
So if we go to the entrance of the Fortress of Meripede, maybe we'll run into Neuvillette. But we don't know exactly when he'll show up.
Let's get moving.
I cannot believe that Hu Tao just destroyed Zhongli in more ways than one. Yeah, the Dragon Sovereign is a more responsible worker than you are, former Archon. Yeah, totally, sure. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. A new year of work is about to begin. If there's anything you want to talk about, Zhongli, you know you can come to me. I'm all ears.
Does the director have any concerns?
It just seemed like you were a bit preoccupied today, and much less talkative than usual. He barely said anything other than, "Is that so?" and "Indeed." If you ask me, I'd say you're having a midlife crisis. You're getting to be around that age after all.
Is that so?
There he is. There he is.
I jest. Given its distance from the city, Chaoying Village enjoys a much slower pace of life. Surrounded by such peace and tranquility, I also seem to have developed a proclivity for inactivity. I apologize for making you worry.
I see. What do you think, Traveler? Is this atmosphere putting you in a lazy mood too?
Out of mind, out of sight.
Wow, you are getting really good at these kinds of lines.
Indeed.
Different worlds do not collide. Yes, I did finish that kind of late.
Well, everyone, make sure that you've got all your belongings with you before we leave.
Zhongli is literally actively going through a midlife crisis already. How old is he? Like 10,000 years old? I think that's a little too old. Maybe? I think that's a little too old. Well, if it's a midlife crisis, that's okay. We're only halfway there. He's not gonna die or anything like that.
If there's any souvenirs anyone still
They don't
wants
kill
to
off
buy,
characters in Genshin. Okay, this isn't Star Rail. This isn't Honkai.
Reliable as ever, Miss President.
What is that supposed to mean?
Clorand is right, though. You really are reliable.
It's not what she's saying, it's the way she's saying it.
I will say, I never thought you'd be so easygoing outside of work, Clorand. The tone of voice you use when you're working doesn't exactly make you seem like the type who enjoys interacting with people.
Well, I try to keep my professional and private life separate. That includes my behavior.
You take care now, traveler. Paimon.
Don't worry, your partner is very strong.
Ah, trying to act cool now, are we? Well, I guess it's not an act for you.
You're literally my
You are
wife.
indeed quite strong.
It's been great talking to you all. I'm really glad I decided to come to Chaoying Village. Maybe we could go on another trip together sometime?
By the way, if I'm correct, I'm only missing 3 characters. Why is one of them Liyuan? I feel fake, and it's Baiju. Yeah, it's Baiju, Ayato, and we don't talk about Mona. We don't even give her the time of day anymore. So she keeps sending me Aquila Favonias. She keeps sending me the literal most useless weapon in the game. I can get anything but that. Anyways, I realize I need to start a load of laundry, so while this next bit of dialogue goes on, I'm going to be starting that. So if for whatever reason there's a pause in the dialogue because I'm not clicking things, it's for that reason. Gosh, my siblings are dumb, and I'm going to believe them. I love Shenhe being almost dead this entire time. Do I have a... I'm 1 away, are you kidding me? Lame. There he is. There he is, my little guy, my little Scrimblow. Haha, my Scrimgy. Keep having an obscure glitch occur. OBS is weirdly laggy when I'm live, and it starts like glitching. And it doesn't like having windows below it. Regardless, resolved for now. I'm just worried it's gonna crash or something.
Neverlet, we lucked out!
I never let.
Oh, it's you. It has been some time since our last meeting.
I'm gonna hold your hand.
Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this
How does it
area's
feel
peace
being
and
my husband?
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Neverlet?
quiet. Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal on any given day. Second, I was unaware you possessed knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village. I see. Thank you for informing me.
We're stalking you. So, did you deliver the gifts?
Yes, they have been safely delivered.
I have to hand it to Clorand. Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
I was just passing through. It was merely an act of convenience.
All right. Then I hereby confirm receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Meripede.
A verbal receipt of confirmation? Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
Guess not. This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribes.
Ah, about that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
Oh? Why? What happened?
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
I love how everyone fell for it.
That explains it then.
Everyone fell for it.
Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast
Everyone
as I
who's
can.
not human fell for it.
You have my thanks. Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
This is a stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
While that is an apt description, it is in actuality a legal codex.
A legal codex, huh?
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs such as this. The law was no different.
Okay.
Since ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality of judiciousness. As a tribute to that sentiment, this slate was designed after a traditional legal codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text. During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts, so I decided to have a go. We joked with Clarence some time ago about gifting you a legal codex. So, here you go.
Ah, so that's what this is about.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
He's so autistic.
It is a very good attempt. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Even your sense of humor centers around the law. That's an impressive level of commitment.
I love him so much.
A gift of
Also, I have
this
to do
significance
Risley's
deserves to be
story
put on
quest.
display, and I know just the place. Front and center.
Because I
in
saw
the
some
fortress's showroom.
information about it, and I am fascinated.
Surely there's no need for such a grand gesture.
Just kidding. I don't have anything like a showroom. But we do have a storage room. We can put it next to all the mechanical parts Sijuin has collected.
That sounds good to me.
So that's what you were doing in Chaoying Village.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water.
Oh, I'm so glad.
The aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion. If you want to experience the true flavor, you simply have to go to the source. Perhaps I should organize some time off to do the same elsewhere.
I love you so. You have so many autism, and it's expressed by the fact that you're just simply not human. So you're just like a little off, just like a little off, like a little bit, and it's so autism coded that you have autism now because I say so. Anyways, as they say in Liyue, a balance between work and play, sure to keep your troubles at bay.
Then we are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
If you say so, like, you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one. After all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration. However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home. Seeing as I was free of responsibilities for the morning, I decided to depart at once.
And how was it?
Refreshing. My spontaneous outing seemed to inspire quite a few other spontaneous decisions as well. Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape.
Moldable?
In the past, I never thought
Crap.
about how quotidian vessels were crafted. But now, I have participated in their very making. This is also
You guys
something
can't
I
see
made
me doing the
today.
nerd emoji pushing up my glasses, but oh my god, what is that? That's the most beautiful, blessed thing I have ever seen in my entire goddamn life. What is that? Is that a ladle? Is that you? Is that you? Novelette, is that you? Who is that? Is that Nessie? Is that the Loch Ness Monster? What is this? This is my favorite thing, and I'm losing my mind right now. Oh wow, what a big ladle.
That's a ladle? Paimon thought it was supposed to be some long-necked sea creature.
That was indeed one of my inspirations.
It's amazing. The color also really matches your style.
Really? You like it? To tell you the truth, given your unexpected arrival, I find myself quite unequipped to give you the
I
welcome
love
you
how
deserve.
surprised he sounds. Oh my god.
Around such an important holiday such as this, human custom would dictate that gifts should be in order. But I'm afraid this is all I can offer. If you'll have it, that is.
Can I really keep this? You made it by hand and everything.
That is precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted.
And I accept. Thank you.
You are most welcome. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite, Novelette. All of my pining over him has been worth it for this little gift that he gave me. Oh, that reminds me. Pass along the advice for Novelette's vacation.
Approve a leave of absence request for myself. That sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence, something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol. But I suppose I understand her point. My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does in part originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world. But now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to discover.
I could have sold you that. Oh my god. Where is it? Where is it? Would it be ornaments? Is it an outdoor ornament? An indoor ornament? Oh no. Is it a special object? Is it a curio? One of these. See, one of these. It's probably indoor, isn't it? Wait, hold on. I can find it. I can find it. Ornament. Small furnishing ornament? No. Hold on, wait. Ornaments? Memento? Yeah! Yeah! Oh, look at it! A soup ladle gifted to you by Novelette during Lantern Rite. Its creation by his own hand was a product of spontaneous decision during his spontaneous outing, and thus holds exceptional meaning. However, perhaps because the Udex was on vacation at the time, this fantastical sea creature-inspired soup ladle gives off a sense of leisure. If this ladle is used to taste various waters, you might perhaps gain insights that you would not normally. I think from it. I give a little think from it. I am so obsessed with you, sir, and I don't think you understand.
Lantern Rite marks the start of the new year in Liyue. In the spirit of the season, then, I wish you a year of success as vast and endless as the open ocean.
Thank you so much, Novelette. Well, that's Lantern Rite. We're all done. What a lovely, lovely little Lantern Rite. I love seeing friends from other nations appear in other nations, not just in Liyue, but everywhere. I just think that it's very sweet. It interconnects the world a lot better. It's very easy to fall into each of the nations being very self-contained, but it interconnects the world a bit better and makes things feel a little bit more organic, which is something that Genshin struggles with a bit, is organs. But, like, proper organic storytelling.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
And I mean, it makes sense. Yilong Wharf is right here. Lumidos Harbor is right here. The court of, like they're right there. Just like, whoop, bop, 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 bow. Just go on a little walk. You know, through the water. Lantern Rite is over. All there is left for me to do personally is, this. The rest of this game, which I don't think I'm gonna embarrass myself on stream with that very much anymore. Although I do want to, get the, oh my goodness. And more pulls than I thought. No, you're saving. You're saving for Chiodi. And you don't have guaranteed on Chiodi. Oh. I have, 6 pulls. 6 pulls right there. What if I get something? I'm itching. I'm itching. Ugh, I'm itching. Ah! 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 Oh, okay. Fine. Wait, but that's 10 pulls right there. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Thank God. Farazan again. God damn it. That's not who I want. I want Gaming. God damn it! What did I just say? Go away! Go away, Miku! Go away! Popey popey po popey po popey popey po popey po! Go away! Look at her. Look at her. I mean, at least she's the one that— oh goodness, cliff capture. Don't scare me like that. At least she's the one that I don't have cons for. Well, the other one that I don't have cons for. It's not just me getting Noelle. What? Oh yeah, you got your drip!
It's quite difficult to conceal one's identity while wearing clothes like this.
Too bad, pretty boy. Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? Wheel gods are saying no Gaming, like honestly. And they were right, I got 2 Hatsune Mikus. But again, Faruzan becomes like one of the best Animo supports when she's C6. The issue is just that she's only C4, so I'm still not using her. And even then, will I ever use her? I mean, maybe one day I'll have a Xiao, Zhongli, Faruzan, Xian Yun team? Because Zhongli is there for, interrupt resist.
Huh?
Popey popey po popey po popey popey po popey po. I do at least have this con. When the Swanee Mansai from Swanee's Gilded Dance meets back up with Gaming, it will heal 15% of his HP. Look how freaking cute you guys are. When are you gonna get a ascended one more time for this quaint fate. And don't even get me started on Xian Yun. I have to get Clearwater Jades, and that requires so much exploration, so much by googity. By boogity. The last of these, which was yeah, perfect. Okay. I think I'll be a well-behaved boy, because otherwise I can go around and I can explore Chunyu Vale for the next 5,000 freaking years, which is very tempting. Don't get me wrong, but I think I'll be a good boy and actually end stream here. I think I'm gonna end stream, and then in a few hours' time, maybe 7, 8 p.m. my time, I want to go live again if I'm not too EB to skibby, with more Elden Ring. So, if you guys do not mind being back in another 2-3 hours, I have some things I want to get done. I want to set up my stuff for school tomorrow. I want to get some laundry done. I have some cleaning I really need to get done. So, I'll do that in the meantime. Thank you guys so much for coming. Happy Lantern Rite. I'm glad that you guys were here. I love you. I care you. You're beautiful and amazing. Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lunar New Year, even though that was yesterday. Happy Superb Owl Sunday. I don't care about football, but happy that one. And I will see you guys in a couple of hours, most likely. All right? Ah!